Chair makers gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps and snips, we're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips, from fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.
Hi there, friends. I don't know, these songs are very catchy to me. I hope, I don't know if they're catchy to you or if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get it out of my head, which means it's catchy, right? Happy Monday. My name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to New in the Studio. And I'm very excited that I have something new to show you. This is October, which means November is an online exclusive month, which means new products came out available for demonstrators to purchase in October, and you will be able to get them in November. But I want to show you one right now because it's so fun, it's so exciting. All right, I am going to start by showing you a new, brand new to me, never seen before. This is how the stamp set comes now. And then the dies come in a separate little envelope, big envelope, that looks like this. Now, our standard size before was like that. So can you zoom out a little bit, Dave? So you can see, like, the new ones are taller. Let's see how big they are. They are almost 9 inches. And I think the width is probably, oh, nope, they're a little bit wider. Almost 9 by 5 3/4. There you go. Brand new. So the stamp set is in here and it looks like this, which I was already thinking because I really liked having,
hey Terry.
I really liked having the back to stick my stamps to make sure I had the right stamps. So already within the last, just a few minutes, I was like, oh, I'm going to make a copy of this and put it in here so that this can sit on top of it. And I know I've got my stamps because it makes me a little nervous when I don't have something underneath it to like line it up on. So that's what I'm going to do. I think that'll be easy enough to do. And then the dies are pretty fun. I'm going to show you pure stamping and a little die cutting today. But then on Saturday, I'm going to show you these pieces right here are to make the inside pop up. What? The inside's going to pop up. That's what I just said. How fun is that? So as I was looking at using this really pretty rose, this one right here, I was thinking, actually probably easier for you to see right here, thinking of using this rose, I was thinking, oh, well, how fun would that be to put on some really pretty paper? And this paper like literally popped out at me and said, pick me. So I did. This paper is the Floral Charm Designer Series paper. It's just, this was so pretty with that. And the backs are more of a solid, kind of a muted color. I have used this one before. Pretty with the Blackberry Bliss. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I just thought, oh, I'm going to use this one.
Hey, Sandy. Hey, Tammy.
Nice and fall, kind of. Right? Here's another one. Sort of fall looking. And that one, I've used that one before too, I believe. But regardless, this one with the, this one right here with the roses just sort of like literally popped out at me. So then I thought, okay, well, let's use that. So I am going to move this out of the way. So I have what I'm going to use. All right. I am going to use, I'm going to start with a Berry Burst quarter sheet because Berry Burst is one of the colors in there. Not Melon Mambo, but Berry Burst. And I just have to laugh at how things, I was just going to make a Berry Burst card, but then I pulled out my Mossy Meadow and it was already scored and cut like this. I was like, oh, well, we'll just make that into a card. So this is scored at our normal 5 1/4. And then beyond that is another 3 inches. So total is 8 1/4. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe I won't stick that on there yet, but I did cut our paper to go ahead and, so I cut 2 pieces so they fit. See, it's still the same. Oh no, it's not. Hang on. This way. I thought I had it all lined up. Well, anyway, it's close. It's not upside down. Okay, I don't know. I'm just, is
There
this
it is.
way? Maybe. No, I don't think so. Anyway, this is the top part, so I'm going to stick that on there. Regardless, I thought I cut one sheet and then just had it like continuing on, but that's okay. Either way, it's going to look super close to that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. So this is obviously in just a little bit, like 1/4 inch there. And then this piece I'm going to put right down here. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. Let's just there it is. There it is. There it is.
Final answer.
Maybe. I don't know. But it does look like it lines up. So I need to trim just a little hair. Actually, I don't. It could just go under it. I think I'll just leave it and put it under it. Then you just write on the top. Actually, I'm not going to stick it on yet because this basic beige is going to go inside like that. And then this goes under that. So let's decide which way. I just think I'm going to do it this way. But then the flowers are going down. Does it matter? It doesn't matter, does it? Let's just go ahead and stick that on. I'm going to go this way. Because it kind of looked like it fit a little bit this way. But, it's covering the whole thing. That's why I'm like, way too bright. No, I'm not. There we go. Just lifted it up a moment as I let it go. There we go. Okay. So this piece, oh yeah, that's very, very pretty. Because this piece is going to stick right there. Then when you open it up, you'll be able to write on that part. So now, I have a little edge sticking over. I am ready to go ahead and adhere that on. I'm just going to get that little edge off. And I'm so excited because this is new, which I love new things. Shiny things. I love new things, and I think it's going to be really pretty. So there is that. Good. And then I also just got these. I did not get the whole stamp set and bundle, but I did get, these are the branching out dies. They are current right now. I mean, you could get them right now. The stamp set is very pretty, but I thought I just want these dies. I love layering dies, and they're stitched layering dies. So even more so, I thought, oh, that's just so pretty. So I die cut that out of our berry burst, and that's just going to sit right here. So we're going to sit that on the top part, like this. That's going to sit right there. And already, see, all because I had this little piece that I saved, and I pulled it out of my mossy meadow. I'm like, there you go. It's a card now. Still not sticking it on there because I'm not sure. I might tie ribbon or something. I just want to wait on that. So, but isn't this pretty? And I thought, well, you could use a pine cone and you could use these. You still could use them, even though I don't have the stamp set, but the stamp set's very pretty too. I just felt like I had to draw a line somewhere because I was making all these fun things with this. Okay, I am going to stamp this on. I'm thinking I'm going to use black, Memento Black. Did you steal my black last night?
I did not.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Can you go get it? Just plain old Memento Black is not here, and I need it. So the other thing that comes with this is, as you can see, it has, you can stamp the colors. I thought I was going to have to color, not have to, get to color it, but instead I get to use the block instead. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know why this block is so red. I have tried many times to clean it, but it just isn't coming out. Thanks, love.
I forgot I was using it for fingerprints.
Of course you were. All right. You know, he has a secret life, you know. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm going to stamp 2 of them, and I'll tell you why as we, just going to put one on the card, but I think it will look really pretty. So let's grab our, oh, I brought markers. Sorry, I have another task for you.
Okay.
Berry Burst ink and Mellow Moss. Berry Burst ink and Mellow Moss. Please.
Got it.
I'm glad he loves me. Okay, let's go ahead and die cut these out. I'm going to have color first, but because he's doing that, we'll go ahead and die cut this first. And we'll grab our little rose.
Mossy meadow.
Mossy Meadow, please. Thank you. I'm glad he knows what they are, though, right? That's awesome. And we'll go ahead and die cut this way. And I'm going to squish the bug. I'm pretty confident in there. Got it. Good pushing. I got it. Look at that. That's pretty good. Thank you, love.
Head it in.
All right. And I am also going to just die cut this other one. And there we go. Squish that bug. Did it stay? Yes, it did. Okay, there we go. Go, gadget. There we are. All right. All done with that. Boom. Okay, so I've got our 2 roses here. This up here. There. Okay, so we've got our 2 roses, and I'm going to put them back on top of my mat, which is kind of messy, but. And we're going to stamp in Berry Burst the top part, the rose part. And I don't know, I'm wondering if it's too dark with single. I'm going to go look over here to make sure. So that's pretty dark. So I'm going to stamp it off once. I think that'll be better. Just a little too, there's something on my stamp there. Just a little too dark with going straight to it. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, ah. A little more time. And ooh, ah. There we go. This one came out a little bit better. And then we're going to do the leaves in our Mossy Meadow. Yeah, I brought the, I didn't realize it was a 2-step, so I brought my Stampin' Blends over with the intention of doing that. But hey, don't need to. This is just fine. All right. Do we need to stamp this off too? Let's take a look and see. I don't think so. I think we can go straight direct. Well, I think we can go direct. Let's see. Get all that in there. It's pretty dark. So I'm going to stamp off on the next one because I have 2. I'm going to stamp this one here. Yeah, I like to be able to see the veins of the leaf. So I think this one's a little bit better. And I'm going to just go over a little bit further and grab a little bit more ink on that side over there. Don't know if it did or not, but definitely stamp off is better. Look at that. Much, much, much better. But this rose, still going to use it because I just thought, well, let's just pop up one of just the rose. And so I'm just going to scissor, fussy cut just that little bit. Okay, we are ready to put it on our Beauteous card right here. Pretty simple, just the rose. And let's pop that up, of course. How was your Monday, friends? How is Monday going? Our Monday, it's Columbus Day. I don't know. I guess a lot of people have off.
And Indigenous Peoples Day.
Dave, you didn't have off, did you?
No.
I don't think so. I had a day to get ready for conferences, which is just fine. And I just want a little, ironically looking for the little ones.
That is funny.
I know, because I never look for them. All right. I think I have plenty of dimensionals on here. What do you think? And let's just peel this stuff up. There we go. One. That one's already off. Just need that and that. And I'm going to use this because I feel like I didn't get it. I couldn't quite tell, but I didn't think I got it. Okay. So I'm just going to put the single rose right there. And then we're going to pop this up on the top of it. So I think that'll be quite lovely. That rose is kind of fun. Oh, did you see that? Yep, I did do a double. All right, which way does this rose go? This way, just like that. That has popped up quite a bit. I got to cover up this side though. That is quite a bit popped up. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, and then the other thing, obviously, we're going to use some words. So we have thanks for being there. Grateful for your friendship. I'm looking at my space and thinking this thanks for being there might be good. You get me, and I appreciate that. You make my life better just by being in it. This is the one that kind of got me. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I love that. So let's do the thanks.
Oh, fun. Tina was at Gooseberry.
Oh, beautiful. Just the day. Oh, I suppose you live close to there. I don't know how close it is, but yeah, that sounds lovely.
Hey, Patty. Hey, Joanne.
Hi, friends.
And
Everybody's
Tina,
checking
yes,
in.
all the stamps are going to be moving to the new packaging.
Yes. What I really want here. I think I might just use, I really don't want to use white. I didn't want to stamp directly. I might just use the vanilla because I don't have enough of that and I don't want to make it get up again. So I think I'll just use the vanilla. Somebody is buzzing my watch. I don't know whom, but I'm just going to check one more time. Okay, let's just use the vanilla. Very, oh, it's not very vanilla anymore. It's just vanilla, isn't it? That's pretty. And I'm just going to trim that.
Your watch is buzzing because people are signing up for Cookie Craze.
There you go. That's just fine. Buzz away. All right. And, oh, you know, it would look really cute with this. I'm not going to do it this time, but if you die cut this piece so it fit right in there, that could be kind of fun too. But I'm just going to go, I cannot cut straight from. There we go. Let's just put this in here. We'll line it up on that line. I think that's better. And I'm going to make this one itty bitty too. Line it up on that line. There we go. And I think I'm good. All right. So this, I think my rose has popped up a little too high. It's kind of fun. I'm going to just put this directly down. No, I'm going to pop it up. I can't put it down. Cannot put it directly down. So let's go ahead and pop this up. And it's very pretty. Then we'll be almost ready to put our whole thing on the berry burst, the card part, because it's not on the card base yet. All right, so we'll go ahead and stick this here. I think I might go, I'm going to move this up just a tiny bit. You know, you can sometimes. There we go. Move that up a little bit and put this here. There we go. And then the other thing I have is, this is the Mossy Meadow ribbon from the Pears. So it is called Mossy Meadow and Gold. Oh, look, that side's very gold and this side's more Mossy Meadow. So I'm just going to make a little knot with that. That's very pretty. I'm going to make it so the green side is facing up. I cannot use those scissors on that. That's paper. So we'll just use these and give it a little. And I'm going to put this, one more on this side, a little bit more. I'm going to put this right here, like right there, or up here. I think up in there. That is going to be so pretty. What do you guys think? It's so fun.
Ooh,
I know, thanks. Hi, Joanne. It's so good to see you this weekend. It's just so fun to play with, I don't know, I just love playing with new things. New things. So I'll put that right there. That looks pretty. Let's go ahead and pop it on. I wasn't sure if I was going to tie the ribbon around here somewhere, so that's why I was waiting. But I think we are good with that. So let's just stick that on here. And like I said, on Saturday, I'll make a pop-up card using the same stamp set. But today I'll also do one more card. So, ooh, so pretty. Thanks for being there. And then you can write right up here. Love it, love it. Love it, love it. All right, Dave, your turn.
All right. As you all know, for everything stamping, always go to thestamperstudio.com. Once you go there, you'll be brought in and right away you can order Stampin' Up! Products. And I just want to mention a couple things that are coming with that. Fluffy squirrels. Let's just look at the fluffy squirrels.
Come on.
They are new. They are so cute. But Benji had one question.
Oh.
When I showed him to Benji, he said, "Why is the squirrel pooping an acorn?"
I didn't know that. That's so funny.
So anyway, but all of that to say, Fluffy Squirrels is one of the new products that just came out. That's available. It is a bundle. It comes with the punch and the stamp set. All of our bundles and all the new things will be in the new packaging. So just keep that in mind. Bunch of new holiday things. If you haven't planned for your holiday cards right now would be a great time to do it. And speaking of that, if you are going to be stamping your holiday cards and you have not purchased your products yet, sign up for $35. You can choose $99 worth of
That's crazy. I love that.
merchandise.
I love that.
Or $125. $125, sorry. I do that every time. But great way to get all the materials for your Christmas cards and a great deal besides. And you will keep getting 20% off until you don't. So that's all great things. Also, Card Cafe. Next Card Cafe is coming up the October Card Cafe. Let's not jump too far ahead.
Mhm.
October 25th, we'll be here at the Stamper Studio in Minnetonka. So, as I said, for everything, always just go to thestamperstudio.com. You'll be brought right in, and you can get everything you possibly could need.
Can you get me a card base in Lost Lagoon?
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to make one more card, and I am so excited about this little stamp, and it's just the polka dots that are getting me so excited. Because look, there's little polka dots. I just think they're so cute. So we're going to start with this. I think I'm not going to die cut it and pop it up. I'm just going to stamp directly on this once I see my maps. There it is. All right, so I'm going to stamp the vase in Lost Lagoon. Again, I never know. I got to grab a piece of wood. I just, it's a brand new stamp, so I don't know oh yeah, that's just fine. Just directly on is just fine. So I have to see how big my flowers are though. So I'm not going to end up inking that again. That's okay. Thank you, love. So my flowers are right here. Perfect. Just to give me a visual on how big of how far up I want my little vase to be. Ooh, that kind of got squishy, but that's okay. It's ceramic, so it has lots of different textures to it. All right, and then look at it. This one came out so much better. I don't know why. All right, well, maybe we'll end up popping up the vase anyway. All right, we are going to stamp the flowers, and the flowers, again, just like the other one, have the two-step. So that's pretty cool. I don't see the two-step on the leaves, but the flower does have it. So I think I'm going to go in Mossy Meadow this time for my base of flowers for the main color. And you can see that the stems are cut short. So I'm just going to stamp that right there. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. So pretty. I do not see a wink of Stella over here, but that's okay. Because I just stamped it, I'm just going to take this little bit of water and blend in the leaves, because then they already have color because it's a dye ink, and so the ink wasn't dry yet. There we go. That's just a quick and easy way. I was going to use Wink of Stella. You could just use a water brush. And then I'm going to do the flowers are going to be in Calypso Coral. And are they ever so pretty? Okay, how many of you love new things? Shiny new things. Be honest. Because he can. Let's see. Let's get this right. Which way is up? I think this way is up. All right, we're going to go with it that way. It's probably easier to stamp this first and then stamp the flowers on top of it, but we're here now, so we're just going to go with it and do the best I can. I think I'm pretty good right there.
Nice.
Yep, not bad. It's not very lined up very well though either. Can I do that one more time and start here? I think if you start from the flowers, because I think it is much easier to line up the other. So let's just look at that and take a look and see. Because I can see the color. Can I? Maybe. No, I have it upside down. All right, let's stick with this one. I'll have to play with that a little bit more. Anyway, the inside is going to be peach pie. And the inside, there are some little, what I thought were just polka dots. But they're not just polka dots. They're dots that fit inside our pretty flowers. So let's check those out. They're pretty. Right there. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, and because my little colors went a little off, I'm just going to scooch that over, maybe. Or maybe I just leave it. All right, pretty. I think that these would be really fun. Those insides would be really fun as polka dots on something. Okay, you brought me that paper. Yes, you did. Here it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use this Lost Lagoon as our background. Let's go ahead and just give that a fold. And then we are going to put, I ran this through the birch. Is it called birch? I think it's called birch. Wood, birch, what is it, Dave? But I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. I'm going to go 3 3/4 by by 5. Yeah, give it a little bit more of an edge there, like that. Get rid of those. All right, let's stick this on. I think it's not birch, wooded something. Dave's going to find it. He's so good at that. There it is.
Birchwood.
Birchwood. Okay, I was close.
3D embossing.
Super close. I am going to die cut this so this sits on top of a beautiful, or it could be a square, but I'm going to go ahead and die cut it out of our little corners here. What was this one called? Branching out dies. That's right. I think that's the one. Yep. I'm going to die cut that. And at the same time, I have all these inks open here, so they're making me nervous. I have 5 inks open in front of me. That is always a dangerous thing. So let's just close those first. Sorry. One more. I just stuck my fingers in the mossy meadow.
It's an ink mess waiting to happen.
It absolutely is. And I happen to have some, see, just knocked our camera. Wet wipes here because that is not going to do, right? Look at all of it. All right. Here we go. Back on track. So let's go ahead and die cut out this guy. And I'm going to die cut out that little flower pot because I don't know, I didn't like the way mine stamped. So we will die cut out this guy and then we'll die cut out that little flower pot. I think that'd be cute. So, I love layered dies. They're just very, very, very fun. So there is that to go behind our flowers. And then we'll get the little die to go with this. And be all good. Because it's cute. It's cute, yeah. It's very cute. All right. So on our way home from Little Falls last night, we learned a whole bunch. I learned a whole bunch about AI. Goodness.
All different AI
Good
tools.
night. So now today, actually at school, I didn't have a chance to tell Dave this yet. Somebody took a whole presentation, a whole booklet, I guess, and popped it into a presentation where two people are having a conversation. So it's easier to read than reading a text. I was like, goodness. That's great. That's craziness. All right. See how pretty? I think that one's much prettier than that one. That one's kind of smushed. So let's go ahead and pop this one up. And, oopsie, took one too many. And here we go. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot better. There we go. I think that's pretty. And then we'll put this one on here. And I don't know what words we're going to do. We'll have to think about that. Boom, boom, boom. So fun. So fun. There we are. And, I wanted to look here. I'm just curious. Yes, the flowers could be die cut. So that's interesting because I'm going to restamp them and die cut them. Of course I am. And then I also have this ribbon. This is the Lost Lagoon ribbon, which white would have looked pretty too. But I was thinking, oh, Lost Lagoon. That would look kind of pretty. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. And it's so pretty. You guys, if you like making Christmas cookies, sign up to come up and make some. There are
Cookie Craze.
Cookie Craze is going to be so much fun.
You'll walk away with 7 different kinds of cookies, and you'll also have time to craft between our baking times.
Isn't that so fun? It's like everything, all good things in one spot. There we go. All right. I did not adhere that down yet, which obviously I will. But I want to decide on our sentiment first because what if I run out of space? Kind of that thing. Or maybe it just goes on the inside. I think so. Dave's really big on putting sentiments on the inside.
I am.
I know you are. Woo! Hello. All right. So there we go. I don't have a paper on the inside, so I'm not going to do that right now. But that's pretty. What do you think? I think it's really pretty. Yeah, I like the colors too. So there are two things made with our pre-pop-up, just pop-up petals is what it's called. And there's another vase. That's fun.
Oh.
And there's some more flowers and there's some butterflies.
I misheard you when I asked you what are we using tonight.
Yes.
I thought you said Pop Up Petals.
Oh, pop-up petals.
I'll maybe check, try to update the title on the video.
That sounds great. That and then also the branching out dies I thought were pretty cool.
Yep. Very
So that's what I have for you, friends. That and new packaging, kind of exciting. I am wondering if I can put it all together. We'll have to see. I don't know yet. But I just thought this was like, I saw this and I'm like, yes, this is just like, it's so fun. It's whimsical and I really like that. All right. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to show you some pop-ups on the inside. Thus the name Pop Up Petals. So have a great week and I will see you on Saturday. Happy stamping, friends.
Hey there, makers, gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps, and snips. We're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips. From fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.